Today, we're going to talk about what it means to love yourself. So, I literally Googled, what does it mean to love yourself? And loving yourself means, this is the Google definition, y'all. Google definition: taking care of your needs, which is what we talk about in almost every single video on this channel, and prioritizing your well being, right? And so today we're going to talk about how to love yourself in regards to your money. So that means how to take care of your needs and how to prioritize your well being, right? And the focus is financial. So we're talking about money today, folks. Okay? So, loving yourself. I don't know why this is funny today. Um, the number one way that I have to love yourself is to ensure that you have money in the bank. You taking care of your sanity, right? You making sure that your mind is good. You're making sure that your mind is at ease. You are keeping yourself in a calm, relaxed, a content state, right? And the only way to do that financially is to ensure that you have money in the bank. And I could be more strict in terms of what that means, or I could be more concrete. I think that's the word that I'm looking for in terms of what that means financially and making sure that you have money in the bank. For me, that means ensuring that I have 6 months of my expenses always in the bank, right? So for me, it takes $4,200 to run my household. $4,200, probably less than that, but I put a buffer in there. So it probably takes $3,700 to run my household. And I think that I put a buffer of $500 just in case, you know what I mean? So I have $4,200 times six always in my bank account because that is my emergency fund. $4,200 times six always because that is my emergency fund. And so all the time I'm going to have $25,000 in my emergency fund. And if something happens to me, if I get fired from my job, if I need to quit my job, if I need to walk away for any reason, that I know that I definitely have 6 months to get myself together. And so, with that being stated, listen, you put yourself at all types of ease. You calm yourself all the way down. When you have money in the bank account, it brings you something that I can't even I can't even even describe, right? And so that is a way to ensure that you're good, that your mind is good, that your family is good if something happens, and that you're good. You have to have money in the bank. Another way to love yourself in regards to your money is to be free to spend on the things that absolutely light you on fire, right? And so, what I'm saying is to not go around spending, splurging on every single thing. When you have your free money, when you have your free money, you don't want to just go spending on the things that don't necessarily matter to you. You want to make sure that you're splurging on the things that bring you the most joy, that just excite you the most. Like for me, I can tell you 100% that I'm not going to take my free spending money all the time. I mean, sometimes you need this necessity and go spend on it, but I'm not going to do this all the time. When I need them, I do, but this is not something that I um do all the time because it doesn't really bring me that much joy, right? So I'm talking about clothing right now, right? So I'm not going to always go spend my free spending money on clothing, on shoes, on purses, on jewelry because that's not really who I am, right? I have a few statement pieces or and a few pieces that I'm always going to wear, and that's that, right? If I have to have a turtleneck in every color, I have to have a crew neck in every color, I have to have a short sleeve shirt in every color, I have to have a tank top shirt in every color. Um, and then outside of that, a few pair of pants, a few suits, some sweatsuits, like only a few things. Like you wouldn't go into my closet and see tons and tons of clothes, nor would you see tons and tons of expensive bags, nor would you see expensive sneakers, because that is not what I care about. Okay? Now, you might see me at a fancy restaurant, right? Because that's the thing that I care about. So I'm going to take that money and I am going to go spend that with, on a nice steak or some food that I've never tasted ever before. That's where I'm at with my money, and that's how I'm spending my money. You might see me and my kids at um a ramen house, right? Where you get ramen and whatever. They just do it so good, right? And you might see us in a Chinese restaurant. You might see us in a steakhouse. You might see me at a happy hour, and not necessarily for the drinks, but definitely for the food. And I say happy hours because it's cheap food. And so when I say cheap food, I mean not as expensive as it would be if you went on a normal day or at a normal time, right? They have discounted prices. And so those are the things that I'm definitely going to spend on, because that what lights me up, right? If I go to the market, you might see me getting a lobster or two, or shrimp, or oysters, or clams, or mussels, or whatever it is. You probably gonna see me in the seafood aisle, because that is what lights me up, right? But you're not again going to see me buying the designer wear or sneakers or purses or anything like that, because I don't like, so what? That I could care less about. So if you're only spending on the things that truly bring you fire, then you're going to have enough to spend on the things that you want. Just don't go around spending your money every single day on just random stuff, on random crap that you don't necessarily care about. Because listen, we're saving our money for the things that really matter the most to us. And that is how you love yourself with your money. Also, another thing that you do is you set yourself up for the future, right? We all know that money equals time. In your time, if you buy that back, is going to equate to freedom. So that is another way that I definitely love on myself. I put money into my investment accounts. So right now I'm not only talking about saving, because that was point number one, to ensure that you have an emergency fund. You don't invest your emergency fund because when you need to grab it, you need to get it fast. You need to have quick access to it. So that's sitting in a high yield savings account for you to have quick access to. Right now I'm talking about setting yourself up for your future. You might want to stop working at 50. You might want to start working at 50. You might want to start working at 55. You might want to be done at 45, 46, 47. The only way to do that is to buy back your freedom. And you buy back your freedom by investing in something, right? Whether it's the stock market, whether it's real estate, whatever it is that you believe is going to compound your money, that is what you invest in. That's what you invest in. So, listen, you definitely can love yourself with your money, and I do it all the time. And the way that I do it is to ensure that I'm content, that I am comfortable with what I have in the bank, because I know if there's an emergency, I'm going to have something to grab from. Another way that I do it is by ensuring that have, I have um enough money to set myself up for the future, right? That I'm going to ensure that my future is free and clear, and I don't have to be working at nobody's job because I'm investing my money and I can buy back my time. And another way is to spend on the things that I am truly excited about, or spending on things that I'm absolutely in love with, and letting go of the rest, right? There are things that you absolutely love, and there are things that you can let go. So let go what you can let go and love on what you can love on. And so, listen, let's love ourselves. Let's love on ourselves. Let's do it by making wise financial moves.